Happy Thursday night, listeners. This is the podcast where we talk life, love, and literature. I'm author Sierra London, and along with my co-host, author Elle Loren, we are Women on Words. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or follow the podcast at Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, or here on Blog Talk Radio. Thanks again for being here. And tonight's special guest is book promoter and manager, Unique Words. Unique, are you on the line?
I am. Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Awesome. Author Elle Loren, you on the line?
You know I'm here.
All right. You know I have to ask. Yeah, things can happen in the few seconds between when that music plays and I do the intro. So I have to ask. All right, you see she's starting with me already, Unique. You see that, right?
I see.
Yeah, I didn't start it. So let me get to this interview before Lisa and I have to start scrapping. All right, here we go. So
you know you love me.
I do. So Unique, tell us who you are and what you do in the publishing industry, in the book promotion and publishing industry.
Okay, I am Unique Griffin. Before I started in the book with promoting and managing, I actually worked in the healthcare field. I was a therapist for people living with HIV. So a counselor for people living with HIV and their families that's coping with the person that's living with HIV. They were affected as well. So I did that for 20 years. And it can wear you down.
But, absolutely.
Yes. And then for like a year, 2 years on and off, I was in and out of the hospital. And they could not tell me what was wrong with me. I couldn't talk, and I could barely walk. And so when I returned to my job, they decided they did not need me because I was still on oxygen. So I had to find a way to start bringing in income to sustain myself and my bills. And so I thought about, what is it I like to do? I love to read. So what can I do with what I love and bring in income? And that's where the promoting and the management was birthed from.
Okay. Wow.
That's
so,
amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. I have one follow-on question. So when did that transition start for you? When did you move from healthcare into what you're doing now? And I do want to thank you for your service, because that is truly a service to take care of a population. And I used to be a nurse, and I understand, how challenging it was, 15, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, for healthcare providers to make that decision to work with patients who were HIV positive. So I do thank you for your service.
Thank you. And I also thank you for yours as well, because you're a veteran as well as myself being a veteran. So thank you for your service as well.
Thank you.
Y'all got me feeling all left out. So, my daddy's a veteran.
Sorry.
I'm just
Look, we all serve in our own way, right?
We do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We do. My transition took place in 2017. Well, at the end of 17, going into 2018 is when I decided to embark on this new journey.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, you really haven't been in the industry very long, but you've made a significant mark. That is amazing. Oh, you're going to have to come back and talk to us about business. All right, Lisa, off to you.
No, she definitely is making a mark. For guys, if you don't know, Unique handles promotions for authors, and she is actually a promoter for me and Sierra. So she does an amazing job. And Unique, I want to know, you build such great rapport with your reader groups, and you get such great feedback. And it's like pulling teeth for authors sometimes to get feedback from readers. What is your secret and how do you do it, girl? We need to know.
It's no secret. It's something that you have to do on a continuously doing on a regular basis. I interact. I go into inboxes because I think when you give a person that buy-in, that they do buy in. So I let them know that they're important to the author. We need you. I need you because I'm promoting authors. I need your help. I need you. So I give them buy-in. I need to know what you think about this author. What do you think? And when I start promoting the book that I'm promoting, I will always send it out to at least 20 people through Messenger, and I email it to 50 people before I really start digging into promoting the book. And then I ask them, what is your feedback? What do you think about this author? What do you think this author can do better? What was it about this book you didn't like? And so when you give them that buy-in and they are able to give the feedback and they can give the feedback freely without feeling judged or the author's not going to like them because they didn't agree with the book, I think that's how you start to build that fan base.
Wow.
Awesome. And that makes a lot of sense because you do take the pressure off of the reader by it not coming directly from the author, because I've seen just recently online where authors and readers were going back and forth, and we never want to see that.
No. And that's one of the things that I tell the authors that I manage. We're not going to engage in a words war with anyone because no one wins from that. No one wins. When a reader and an author are going back and forth, no one wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
I
let's
totally
not
agree
do that.
with you. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And to that point, I have to ask you, when you decide to take on a new author as a client, how do you teach them? What do you teach them as far as building their base and interacting on social media? Do you give specific guidelines beyond, don't get into any Twitter beefs? I'm going to say Twitter because I love laughing on Twitter. And, yeah, it can happen other places too. No bad mouthing anybody. But, what else do you recommend to help a new author lay a foundation?
Well, if it's an author that's coming under Unique Words LLC for management, they get a different pep talk than someone that I'm just promoting.
Okay.
Two different hats there. When they come on under LLC, I tell them that they need to get a thick skin. And the reason why I say that is because with new authors, when they put a book out and they get 1, 2, 3 bad reviews, then everything is like, oh, I can't do this. I'm going to pull this book. I don't want to do this anymore. Nobody likes my writing. And I'm like, that's poppycock, and we're going to stop that right now. This is not what we're going to do. Because everyone is not going to like what you write, point blank and simple. But for those that do, you're going to keep writing for them. And when you keep writing for them, they're going to pull new people in. Because if they like something, I don't care how much technology we have, it will never beat word of mouth. And when a reader likes your work, they tell other readers.
Right.
So you keep writing for the readers that's giving you the 5 stars, giving you 4 stars. You keep writing for them. And they're going to pull the other readers into you. We cannot focus our entire time on 4, even 5 people that didn't like your book. Because if you focus there, you're going to lose sight of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is you have 20 people over here that's loving this book.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, thank you.
Because you said when you originally started answering the question, you spoke about new authors, but I think all authors need to hear that, right? Because every book is different. Every book reaches, ideally your old audience, but new audience as well, new people, and so you're going to get 5-star reviews. You're going to get sometimes no reviews when you think everybody should be reviewing the book, and you're going to get some negative reviews. And I think it's so important, like you said, to keep in mind you're writing for the folks who love your voice.
Yes.
And just like in real life, like there's some people that just hate your voice, your regular speaking voice, less known your literary voice.
Yes. And as I grow in this industry, I'm finding that there's a lot of jealousy here as well. And I try to prepare the officers coming under me for that as well. It is sad because the table is set that everyone can eat from it, but you still have those that are a little jealous of you may have sold 10 more books than they have, or you received the banner and they felt like they deserve that banner. So you have a lot of that. And I think that's in any business that you embark upon. You're going to find those that are not going to support you, not because you're not good, because they're jealous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
how
you
do you
have to learn how. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You do.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I was just going to ask you what good tips, like the top 3 tips you would give an author to how to stay positive when something like that happens, because it's easy to fall into the rut of, oh, my peers don't like me. What am I gonna do? What would you tell a new author coming into that kind of world?
Well, what I tell my authors is, because everybody needs a sounding board. You need to vent from time to time, and I'm that sounding board for my authors. So I tell them, bring it to me, because one thing I do not want you to do is take it there, because when you take it there, you're going to their level. And I'm a firm believer in what Michelle Obama says: when they go low, we go high. So I'd rather my authors come and vent to me than to be on any social media platform where readers can see this.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, you are targeting readers. So you don't want your readers to see this negativity that you are putting out. So I tell them to bring it to me. My shoulders are broad. I can take it. My skin is thick. Vent to me. And once you vent, once you put it here, it's buried. We're not bringing this back up anymore. We're moving on.
Yeah.
So I stay in constant contact with my authors, and I give them a pep talk when they need it, and I push them forward. And then I will, do, if I have to, bring in like a readers party or something, so readers can let them know, oh, we love your work, we appreciate what you're doing. And I think that lifts spirits too, because all of us need at some point in time someone to lift us up, because we all go through things.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I try to be that motivator and that person that they can come to, and I have a word of wisdom or something that's going to bring them back to where they need to be.
Okay. Now, do you believe in affirmations and, how you just staying positive in someone's ear while they're going through something?
Yes, I do. And I think that's what help us get through things, when we have that person in our ear saying, this is not going to last forever. Don't throw away your dream because of what a couple of people have said to you. You have to keep moving on. Yes, I totally believe in that, because I totally believe that helps us move forward.
Yeah. Yeah, that is powerful. And you brought up reviews, and so reviews are a complex animal, right? When it
yes.
when it comes to the author world, like they can, lick your face like a caring family pet, or they can like bite you in the butt like a family pet. And so like they can go both ways, and they can drag an author high or low. But what I want to ask you is, how do you get more reviews?
Well, what I do to gain reviews for my author, and I think you and Lisa can contest this as well, is I go out and I personally find people that love to read. I also find people that's not on social media, because believe it or not,